To be honest, we never actually planned to do a third video on Bacalar, which is this video. We actually came down here with our very good friend from South Africa because she's visiting Mexico right now. But we were here and we were like, we can't leave. We need to stay another night because we just love it here so much. La Laguna de los Siete Colores, found in the beautiful Pueblo Mágico of Bacalar, is one of the region's most mesmerizing natural wonders. Located just 4 hours south of Cancun, Bacalar is the perfect two-night getaway for people looking to escape the crowds and the crazy sargassum infestation that has descended on the coast of the 𝗍𝗓𝐬𝐼𝐻. In this video, we take you on a walking tour of the town and share the #1 spot you have to visit on your trip to Bacalar. So we're just getting back to the hotel that we actually stayed in last night with Danielle. We sat out on this little ledge here and ate so much junk food and we giggled all night long. But yeah, we're coming to pick up our bags and then we're gonna go find another place to stay for the night.
We got a place to stay. It's called Hacienda Bacalar.
Man, Bacalar is pretty untouched. That's one of the reasons why we love it so much. It's definitely not completely authentic, but it's still very authentic compared to most of the hot spots here in the 𝗍𝗓𝐬𝐼𝐻.
I all the time say to Simone, this is like the place where I grew up. Like, it's very quiet and you still can feel how the people are still integrated, you know, like
Yes.
the community,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
very cool.
makes it like a cool and unique town in Mexico.
Yeah, yes. Just such great vibes all around.
Arriba las chivas. Buenas tardes. Hicimos una reservación hace como 10, 15 minutos o media hora.
¿Primera vez en Bacalar, chicos?
No, de hecho vivimos en playa y venimos con una amiga que viene a visitar a mi esposa, pero nos quedamos una noche más. Ándale, señor. Ok, perfecto, sí. Gracias, amigo. Sí. You have the key, right?
No, I do not have a key.
No, I have the key. Simone doesn't speak Spanish yet.
I speak a bit of
I mean, she
Spanish.
speaks Spanish, but she needs to practice a little bit more in order to make the check-in. She's getting good.
Yeah, we should open some curtains.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very simple and basic, but it's like what we find.
I'm just gonna open the windows for some
Yeah.
fresh air. Down.
And push.
I'm not doing it right.
Look at the green.
Yes, I see green.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Just one is fine. Huh?
The color of the bedroom is very cute. I mean, very true to
Yeah, it's
Quaint.
very big. It's very
quaint,
basic.
unique Bacalar. Alright, we've got a toilet, got a mat, got a nice shower. I wouldn't expect the water pressure is going to be good in there. That's something that's not so great in this region.
Yeah.
Very nice. Man, I'm really dehydrated.
Fresh.
Oh, it's amazing.
We got lemonade as well. Not that sweet.
No, it's not that sweet and it's not that sour either. It's perfect. Qué rico, gracias. So we've each got 3. Salsa verde, salsa rojo. One of them is usually spicier than the other.
I think the red one is
The red one.
the red one. The red one is the one that's more spicy, but I'm going to go for the green.
Not that spicy. Lime.
Nice.
Would highly recommend this restaurant. The tacos are delicioso. Geovanny and I are currently on the mission of visiting all 32 states of Mexico. While we do that, we're going to be sharing what it's like to live and to travel in Mexico. So if you don't want to miss any of that, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification and share this with anyone who's interested in Mexico. Something we've noticed in the time we've been here is that it's actually not very easy to pay with card anywhere here. So we've actually found ourselves running out of cash quite often. So there is a bank called Banco Azteca. It's on this street over here. And
Banco Azteca.
Banco Azteca, and it's the best place to come and draw cash. The sun is kind of setting right now, and what we did yesterday afternoon is we went to a more upscale, like bougie restaurant. It's called 𝐦𝐮𝐬𝐼𝐻. They've got the most incredible view of the lagoon, but instead of going there now, we're going to go grab an ice cream and watch the view from a special spot.
Helados de frutas naturales. Ven porque se
Ice cream, ice cream.
y muchos sabores.
Muchísimas gracias, señor. Gracias. Not as creamy as what I would like my ice cream, but it's really nice to support these local guys because like this guy makes this ice cream in his house as opposed to going to one of the commercialized places.
Hecho en casa.
Hecho en casa, made at home. Support local.
Something that I love is like still keeping the charm of like the people coming to the main plaza and buy from the locals, coming and sitting in the benches, just watching the traffic.
Being actually present. The most simple thing, yet we're too busy to remember it.
Beautiful here.
Yeah.
Now that this is closing my statement of that's why we love Bacalar.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful. It's
Just
just
the
beautiful
charm.
itself.
Yeah, it's so charming. Hola. Hola, buenas noches. Oh, yes. Yes.
It's incredible how can you see like the local restaurant in this side of the road and across the road is like this fancy restaurant in
It's like exclusive
yeah
thing that doesn't fit in here yet. It's completely changing the culture.
yeah.
So one thing to keep in mind is OXXO, the convenience store, is only available right on the highway, so it's quite a bit away from the actual lagoon, and OXXO is like really the convenience store you need if you are looking for a variety of different things. We slept very well. We look like disasters, yes we know, but the thing is the hotel includes breakfast, so we're just popping down quickly to see if there's anything that we can eat quickly.
I don't have too much hopes about the breakfast, but let's see.
Yeah.
Con cremora.
Remora, yes.
Oh, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Scrambled eggs with sausage, beans, tostadas. Very good.
Very good.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna set up the hammock. There's a technique to this, no?
Oh yes, there's a technique to there's a technique actually to fold it again how it was, and the hook.
Bum first and then legs, and that's how you get on a hammock.
Yes, hammock certified.
I'm a certified 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐞𝐫𝐿. Oh, yes. You're a real Mexican.
I'm a real Yucatecan.
Oh, you're just so happy.
Well, breakfast wasn't actually enough for Giovanni's portion, so
Yeah, so we've actually got a really nice little cafe that we've been to once or twice already, the previous times we were here, and we loved it so much. So we thought we'd come back and grab a pastry and a coffee.
there you are.
Oh, sorry, no. It is a good coffee.
It's actually vegetarian, right?
Vegan, I believe.
It's made out of sweet potato, eh?
Yeah, sweet potato, agave, I believe, almonds.
Agave honey.
Is it creamy?
Creamy but dense.
I really like the sound of a ukulele. Our coffee and our pastry at Manatí was excellent there, as always. So if you've watched any of our videos, you know that we're huge lovers of the street art here in Mexico, but specifically in this region, you find such beautiful, vibrant, fun street art. It like uplifts the whole feel of the neighborhood. beautiful, beautiful street art everywhere. We came down to the lagoon, but it's actually a little bit cloudy right now, which means that the lagoon is not looking its best. If you really want to see those blues, you've got to have like that direct sunlight. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to the local market to grab a fresh juice, because we've been eating like unsupervised children for the last 3 days, so we need some kind of nutrients in our bodies. And then we're going to come back when it's sunnier to look at the lagoon.
I'm glad to see the market a little bit quieter than what it was yesterday.
Well, the reason that the market was so busy yesterday is because it was Sunday morning, and something very typical to eat in this region is 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗶𝗏, which is specifically made and served on a Sunday morning. So when we waited for our 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗏𝗏, we waited in a long queue, and the queue just kept growing and growing and growing. Yeah. But it's Monday today, so more people at work and stuff.
Yeah. You can use your hand, eh? Jugo verde.
What are we getting?
Parsley, chaya, celery, orange as a base, pineapple as a base. Yeah, pretty much that.
Costillas, chuletas.
Pásale, pásale, pásale al mercado de Bacalar. Los jugos de 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the best jugos in town.
If you're coming to Mexico for an authentic experience of the country, every single city and town will have a local market, and I would highly recommend going to check one out at least, because that's where you really get the feel for the community. Everyone that we've come across here so far has been super friendly, super happy to show us what they've got, and it's just a really wonderful experience if you're looking for authenticity. Alright, so we're just up here in the main square, and if you're wondering where the colorful Bacalar letters are, they're just here right beside us.
Another point of interest is the fortress of San Felipe. This impressive landmark is found close to the banks of the Laguna de los 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and was built by Spanish conquerors to prevent attack by pirates in the 1700s. Today it's one of Bacalar's most famous landmarks. Last time we came to Bacalar, we had the chance to go to Los Rápidos, which is basically the rapids, and the place is amazing. I think it's been my favorite place so far here in the Quintana Roo state. We totally recommend. It's beautiful. It's a little bit touristy, it's a little bit pricey.
But yesterday we actually went to Laguna Bonanza, which is a little bit up from Los Rápidos, and our expectations were completely just blown out of the park. It's absolutely beautiful. Tourists don't really know about it yet. It is a real local spot still. And the beautiful thing about it is you've got access to the lagoon all day, and it's stunning down there.
Where are we going to, Mandy? We're going to Laguna Bonanza.
Laguna Bonanza. Yeah. You can also rent kayaks, and you can actually kayak down Los Rápidos. The only thing is that you have to kayak back upstream back to Laguna Bonanza, but it's absolutely beautiful. If you've got one thing that you put on your to-do list for Bacalar, it would definitely be Laguna Bonanza. Trust me, it's absolutely beautiful.
You're actually making progress.
Wow. It's chilly. It's chilly, but it's so beautiful. Like those blues.
The shades of blue are
insane. Yeah.
Is it like... Yeah.
Definitely bring river shoes. I promise you the ground is really painful if you don't. You will thank us.
And if you fall, you can break your hand down.
Sunday is family day in Mexico, so we are just surrounded by like Mexican families who live here, and they like come here regularly on Sundays, and they're together, and there's music, and they've brought food that everyone's made, and they've got beers, and it's just the freaking best vibes, and this is why I love Mexico so much. First, the gentleman came over and offered Geovanny a beer. Muchísimas gracias, señor. Gracias. Oh, Mexicans are so friendly and so generous.
That's what I love my country.
And then like 5 minutes later they came over with a plate of ceviche. So they just came and gave this to us, like, oh, Mexico, me encanta.
Here, when you find the locals, the real locals, the people who are from here,
they're so warm and
they
generous.
love to try, they love to share, they love you blend into the culture as well. They want to give you the Mexican experience.
Limoncito, chilito. ¿Se lo echo o se lo echan?
Sí.
¿Se lo echo?
Sí, muchísimas gracias.
No le voy a echar mucho porque pica.
Pica, okay. This could really be like very spicy, but very spicy. Very spicy.
Pica. Chile.
If I have a tip, you guys, the bottoms here are kind of nasty, but there's nothing you can do about it, but definitely bring your own roll of toilet paper. You'll thank me later.
Gracias, familia, que la sigan pasando bien. Thank you guys. Bye.
So we just shared a cab with Wesley and Nikki from the Netherlands.
Yeah, that was very cool. We just left Laguna Bonanza and it was incredible.
It was unreal. Honestly, probably I think the most beautiful place we've seen here in the Riviera Maya. Public access to the lagoon is actually pretty restricted. So you need to get access to a dock to get into the lagoon. Only 3 of them are public access where you don't have to pay anything to be there. All of these restaurants and hotels and things all set up along the lagoon, you actually have to pay an entrance or you're charged consumption on the food and beverage. So that's the only thing that I've noticed here that's not really great. I believe that there should be more public access to the lagoon because, I mean, everyone owns the lagoon, you know?
Hola chicos, vemos los tours.
Buenas tardes.
Did you get un cerveza?
Un cervezo.
With one of the most beautiful views of the lagoon.
Wait, there's one more face on. It's like paradise.
I know, it's absolutely perfect. La Laguna de los Siete Colores, or the Lagoon of Seven Colors, is the #1 reason people travel all the way to Bacalar. This remarkable freshwater lake measures 42 kilometers long and is fed by a massive 450-kilometer underground river. We were so fortunate to get to see the lake looking so beautifully blue because we weren't so lucky on our previous 2 visits to Bacalar. Ah, this is on the flag of Mexico. The coat of arms.
We have this fortune to come here and experience the lagoon in its worst colors.
We've come in 2020, 2021, and now again in 2022. The reason that it was so brown and green the first time we were here is because there was just recently a very strong string of hurricanes. So the hurricanes churned up the water and
wash away
damaged the mangroves, and the mangroves are the filtration system for the lagoon. And then when we came a year later, it had improved slightly, but it wasn't the best. Yeah, it takes a long time for the lagoon because it's a massive body of water. So it took 2 years essentially for it to regenerate back.
It's very nice to see that the Mother Nature is getting back to what it used to be.
Yeah. Like we said at the beginning of this video, we never actually anticipated on staying an extra night in Bacalar, and we definitely did not anticipate making this video. However, as you guys saw, the lagoon was just looking absolutely beautiful, and we had to capture it on camera because those blues are just unreal.
Yeah, we believe that Bacalar deserves to be on top of the You Travel Mexico bucket list because it's actually beautiful, the best place you can find here in Quintana Roo. And we hope you enjoy it. We hope to get a like from viewers. We hope you can subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed to our channel. Share it with your friends, and that being said, we'll see you in the next video.
Hasta luego.
Come with habanero chili.
The very spicy. Very spicy.
And she doesn't drink any beer, eh? At all.